Good morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics, chapter 4, discrete mathematics, and discrete mathematics. Let's start with chapter number 5, graph theory. Okay. So what is the graph theory? Graph theory plays an important role in the computer science such as the artificial intelligence, operating system, computer graphics, logic design, etc. Okay. So what is the graph? Starting from the graph theory. So graph is a structure. Graph is a structure defined as G, V, comma, E. G that means graph, V, comma, E that means V that means vertex, and E that means edges. So what do you mean by the vertex and edges? For example, we are given in the two vertex, 1 and 2. So this is called the vertex, or you can say that the node. Got it? So this is the vertex, and if we join the 1 to 2 vertex, so this is called the edge. So you can say that vertex or node. Got it? And here this is the edge. So what is the graph? Graph is a structure defined as G, V, comma, E. That means vertex and edges, where V is a set of vertices. Okay, so V is equal to, we write here V1, comma V2 up to Vn. Okay, and E is a set of edges. Okay, so set of edges, that means we write here the capital E. Capital E is equal to what? E1, E2 up to En. That is, the graph is a structure is vertex and the edges, and we consider the set of vertex is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn. Okay, and the set of edges is E1, E2 up to En. Got it? So here the set of edges and vertex, we have the two types of the graph, directed graph and undirected graph. Okay, so what do you mean by the directed graph? We have the directed graph and undirected graph. Undirected graph. Okay, so for example, we write here the graph 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, this is a graph, but in this graph we have the no direction. Okay, and if we have the direction, for example, here we write here the direction. Got it? So this is the directed graph, but here we write the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and here no directions are here given. So this is the undirected graph. That means what? Here we write a vertex joined by the edges is 1 to 2. Okay, and 3 to 2. 3 to 4 and 1 to 4. Okay, but here we write here we can say that the 1 to 2 or 2 to 1 both are correct because of this is the undirected graph. So in the graph we have the two main points are important. First one is the directed graph and second one is the undirected graph. So in the directed graph we are given in the direction, but undirected graph not given in the direction. So we write here 1 or 2, that is 1 to 2 or 2 to 1. Both are correct. But here 1 to 2 is correct, but 2 to 1 is the wrong. Okay, so because of here the direction is 1 to 2. Okay, next one is the adjacent vertex. So what do you mean by the adjacent vertex? Adjacent vertex, that means if two vertices are joined by the same edge. Got it? If two vertices are joined by the same edge, they are called the adjacent vertex. That means what? For example, we draw the graph 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and here we write this direction. Got it? So here this is a graph. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. Or we can say that the 1 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2 are 2 to 1 because of this is the undirected graph. Okay, and here 4 to 2 and 2 to 4 are also correct because of this is the joint edge between the two vertex. Okay, so here the 1 to 2, 1 to 2 or 2 to 1 both are correct. Got it? 2 to 4 or 4 to 2 both are correct. But 1 to 2, 1 to 3 is not possible. Okay, so what do you mean by the adjacent vertex? So definition of the adjacent vertex are if two vertex are joined by the same edge. Got it? That means this is two vertex and joined by the same edge. This is two vertex joined by the same edge. This is two vertex also joined by the same edge. But 1 and 3, this is two vertex but not joined by the any edge. Okay, so this is the example of the adjacent vertex. So 1 to 3 is not the adjacent vertex because of here 1 to 3 vertex, or you can say that node, in the between there is no edge. Okay, next one is the incident edge. So what do you mean by the incident edge? An edge E belongs to E. E, that means any edge, and capital E is the set of edge. Okay, so an edge E belongs to E, directed or undirected, both. Okay, so an edge E belongs to E, directed or undirected, with the join the node V1 and V2. With join the node V1 and V2 is said to be incident edge. Okay, that means 1 and 2. These are two vertices. Okay, and here there is one edge directed or undirected. Got it? So here this is a incident edge. Okay, so what is the definition? An edge E belongs to E, directed or undirected, with join the node V1 and V2 is said to be incident edge. For example, we write here the V1, V2, V3, V4. Okay, so this is the definition of the adjacent edge. Next one is the self loop. So what do you mean by the self loop? The starting and ending node. The starting and the ending node, that means same. Okay, so this is, for example, this is one node. Got it? And here we write the edge. So the node is only one V1 and the starting and ending edge is same. Got it? So this is called the self loop. This is very important definition because of self loop is very important. In the next lecture we will find the different types of the method. So self loop is also included because of what is the definition? The starting and ending node is same. This is called the self loop. Okay. So for example, this is the undirected. Got it? But in case we write here the direction. Okay. So that means what? The V1 is one node or vertex. Okay. So if we write here the direction, so every self loop contains the 2 degree. That means what? In degree and out degree. So what do you mean by the degree? Degree, that means the in the edges, many edges connected with a single vertex. Okay, so here the self loop is always contain the 2 degree, in degree and out degree both. Because of here, this is the in degree. This is the direction is in degree, but this is the direction is out degree. Okay, so this is the example of the self loop. Next one is the parallel loop. So what do you mean by the parallel loop? Parallel loop, that means what? If we have the two vertex V1 and V2, and for example, this is the two edges, directed or undirected, both are correct. So this type of the diagram is a parallel loop, or we can say that the parallel graph. Okay, that means what? When more than one edge, contains with a given pair of vertices. More than one edges contains with a given of pair of, you can say that the pair of vertices. This is the parallel loop. Next definition is parallel loop. So when more than one edge associated with a given pair of vertices. Okay, that means what? When more than one edge associated with a given pair of vertices, so edges are called the parallel loop, or you can say that the parallel graph. Okay, so what is the diagram? The diagram is if we have the two vertex V1 and V2. Got it? And here we write here the two edges, directed or undirected, both are correct. In case we write here the direction, that means V1 to V2 and V2 to V1. So V1 and V2 two vertex, and this is the edge. We can say that E1 or E2. Okay. So this is the example of the parallel edges, or you can say that the parallel view. Okay. Next one is the finite graph. Okay, so as per line, what do you mean by the finite? Finite, that means the countable. Okay, so here a graph with finite number of vertex. Okay, a graph with finite number of vertex as well as the finite number of edges. Got it? So what is the definition of the finite graph? A graph have the number of vertex and the number of edges is the finite. Okay, so this type of the graph is called the finite graph. Okay, next one is the null graph. So don't be confused here, because of the definition of the null graph is very important, because of a graph where vertex set is non-empty. Okay, but the edge set is empty is called the null graph. That means what? In the null graph, the vertex set is non-empty. That means in the vertex we have the V1, V2 up to Vn, but the edges set is empty. So what is the diagram? Diagram is, for example, we have the four vertex V1, V2, V3 and V4. Got it? So vertex set is what? Vertex set is V is equal to, we write here the V1, V2, V3 and V4, and this is the finite vertex. Got it? Because of this is the countable. So here we draw the graph V1, V2, V3, V4, four vertex. Okay, but here the edges set is empty. There is no edges between the vertex. Okay, so this type of the graph is a null graph. Got it? Next one is the triangle graph. So what is the difference between the null graph and the triangle graph? Because of in the null graph the vertex set is non-empty. Okay, and the edges set is empty. Got it? And in the triangle graph, where vertex set contains only one vertex. Listen carefully here. The triangle graph, that means what? The vertex set contains only one vertex. But in the null graph, the vertex set is non-empty. That means we write the V1, V2, V3 up to Vn. Okay. But in the triangle, the vertex set contains only one vertex, but each side is empty. Okay, so what is the difference between the null graph and the triangle graph? So in the null graph, vertex set is non-empty. Okay, but in the triangle graph, vertex set contains only one vertex. Okay, and the edge set is empty. So what is the diagram? Diagram is, yes, it's very easy, because of we draw here only the one vertex. So this is the triangle graph. Got it? Next one is the complete graph. So what is a complete graph? Complete graph, that means where there is an edge between every pair of vertices. This is called the complete graph. So what do you mean by the complete graph? Where there is an edge between every pair of vertices. Okay, so the diagram is the pair of vertices. We write here the complete graph is Kn, and n is the number of vertex. Okay, so for example, we have the four vertex, and we draw the complete graph. So we write here the k, and in the suffix we write here the number 4. Okay, so here the diagram is V1, V2, V3 and V4. Okay, and this is the undirected graph, because of direction is not given. Okay, so here in V1, V2, V3, V4. So as per definition, an edge between every pair of vertices. That is here V1 to V2. This is a pair of vertices, and we draw the edge. V1 and V3 pair of vertices, and this is draw the edge. And V1 and V4 again the pair of vertices, and we draw here the edge. That means in the V1 vertex we join the V2, V3 and V4. Got it? V4 vertex, we join the V1, V2 and V3. V3 vertex, we join the V2, V1 and V4. And the V2 vertex, we join the V1, V4 and V3. So this type of the graph is we can say that the complete graph. Okay. So here the in the mod we write here the vertex is equal to n. So the formula is n minus 1 divided by 2. That means we put here n is equal to what? N is equal to 4 because of number of vertex. So we write here 4 into 4 minus 1, that means 3 divided by 2. Okay, so 2 2 ja 4, that means 6. So here in the complete graph, if contains the 4 vertex, the total number of edges is 6. So you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So every complete graph, so every vertex have the n minus 1 edges. Okay, so this is we write here the k in the suffix 4. That means k4. That means 4 vertex, and this is the complete graph. And every complete graph, that means every vertex have the n minus 1 edges, and n is the number of vertex. Okay, so this is the different type of the definition depends on the graph theory. Next one is the degree of vertex. What is the in degree? What is the out degree? So I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.